Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, September 26th. We still are going to be on the dry side for the most part and breezy until we get to this next weekend. We do have a few showers coming through, possibly more likely just some light sprinkles or showers up across portions of the central mountains tomorrow. That spreads a little bit more across the central mountains and into the eastern highlands Thursday into Friday. But that close low will rise by the weekend and we turn much colder. Multiple rounds of rain and mountain snow, and the latest trends may actually push the best chance of moisture later Saturday and more likely Sunday into Monday, especially if we can get that low to drop a little farther southwest before it kicks back across the state for the latter half of the weekend. Satellite shows we've already had one little weak wave moving through yesterday. We have another one that's shifting inland today. What that will do is push a little bit of cloud cover, but any showers today now are staying to the west. That's going to just be another system to help kick up the wind. And we have finally the main part of this low as it weakens, shifting through the area tomorrow. It's a little farther south and stronger, so that's why we have a little better chance of light sprinkles or showers up in the central mountains tomorrow. Otherwise, it will be breezy both days, just some minor impacts and expected. Thursday, those showers, not much of a factor. Friday, even though we see a little increase in the chance of showers later Friday and Friday night, the amounts aren't there. Saturday, especially later Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we start to see the impacts. Any impacts related to rain and mountain snow starting to increase across central and eastern Idaho. So looking at where those showers may be for tomorrow, we're going to skip ahead through tomorrow with this forecast. Some showers moving across west out of Oregon and Washington into western Idaho, into the west central mountains of Idaho. Maybe a few showers very early up along the Montana Divide, but you'll notice during the day tomorrow those showers pretty much stay over around Lost Trail Pass, west of 93, also west of Chalice, north of Stanley during the day tomorrow, not amounting to much. And then by tomorrow afternoon, similar situation. We might get a couple of sprinkles farther east, but for the most part, again, north of Stanley, up in the mountains, and staying up west of Salmon and Chalice, up towards Lost Trail Pass for any potential of light of any moisture, and it's not a big chance for tomorrow in those areas as well. So for today, we've got temperatures into the 70s across much of the area, 60s up in the high country for the most part. Like we said, the winds will be the story today. On the left, we have sustained winds. On the right are the wind gusts. I'll kind of focus on the wind gusts here for both today and tomorrow. Some of those gusts in the higher elevations above 30 miles per hour through the morning hours. We see those gusts increasing this afternoon, especially along the Montana border, maybe creeping down into the Mud Lake area, Arco area, INL area with some of those gusts approaching 30. But once you get north and west of there, 30, 40-mile-an-hour gusts in excess of 40 on some of the higher ridges and mountains up in the central mountains for this afternoon. Then we start to drop those back as we get towards sunset, and especially after sunset across those areas. For tomorrow, we start to cool things off. That storm coming a little farther south tomorrow, that helps knock temperatures down a little bit, especially once you get into the central mountains and also across portions of the Snake Plain and Magic Valley. Still pretty warm once you get down towards the Utah border with some mid to upper 70s for afternoon highs. So the winds for tomorrow, in the morning, we don't have a lot going on, but we do have those gusts once again in excess of 30 in the higher ridges and mountains in the central mountains. Also up around towards Monida Pass, Targhee Pass, those areas as well. They pick up again tomorrow, and you'll notice the wind gusts are a little higher more to the south and to the east because of that system dropping in a little bit farther south. Still some gusts, 25, 35 over the Arco Desert, also the Shoshone lava beds, and some gusts 35 to 45 once you get up into the central mountains, also up into the eastern highlands once you get up towards Du Bois, Spencer, and the Montana border. And those wind gusts do continue at least through sunset. They start to die off a little bit earlier in the central mountains, but maintaining themselves from around Craters up towards Island Park through at least the mid part of the evening hours on Wednesday. So Thursday, we continue to cool it off. We've got temperatures in the valleys in the 60s to near 70, 50s up in the high country. Friday, we drop it back just a little bit more, but we really start dropping it back on Saturday with that low, trying to at least get some decent moisture in here. 50s and 60s in the lower elevations, 40s and 50s up in the high country. With some uncertainty here, we're not really going to get any rain, any snow amounts, but certainly a definite wet pattern again shaping up over the area. And just to kind of give you an insight, Sunday into Monday, afternoon highs in the valleys, 40s and 50s, 30s and 40s if you're headed up to the mountains for any type of activity heading into the weekend and the first part of next week. So once again, at least until we get to the weekend, it's mostly dry with some gusty winds at times. We do have a few sprinkles or showers over the central mountains tomorrow, spreading a little farther south through the central mountains over in the eastern highlands for Thursday and Friday. So have a great Tuesday, and do stay safe out there, everyone.